It is March 26th, 27th, I think, 2021. So it's a hot day, South Mississippi, 81 degrees, 82, mid 80s anyway. The bees have really been busy. Last fall, one of my hives failed, so I just consolidated to a two box hive, and they've just been building up, and so I actually added a super just in case. So I'm going to take a look, see what's going on. We always have hive beetle problems here, so I got some new hive beetle traps. I'm going to put those in. So I see these little cockroaches, but I guess those are better than hive beetles. No sign of any hive beetles yet. The first time I tried keeping bees, I had a lot of problems with hive beetles. And I think it was just because my hives were really weak. And I also had them in the shade. So this last time, keeping them in the direct sun. Right, a lot of activity right here in this super. Oh, looks like a lot of new wax. Another problem I've been having, the bees have been making their combs across the frames instead of on the frames, but just a little bit what I can see here, looks like they got comb building figured out. Last time I was in here a couple weeks ago, I also swapped the top and bottom boxes, which I guess is the good thing to do in the spring. No sign of hive beetles at all. I already bought the traps and got the oil and everything, so I'm going to install them. Let's see what's going on in here. Alright, so some nectar, they're working there. Wow, I'm glad I put that super on. We still got over a month before the Chinese tallow starts blooming. There's a happy little guy with some pollen on her legs. Looking good. Guard bee buzzing around me, not being too happy. Oh, sticky, sticky, sticky. Alright. Got one cell with some pollen in it. But mostly nectar. It looks like that's going to end up being a nice frame of honey right there. Now this super did have some comb in it at one time. But I can see they're building some new wax in here because it's white. Oh, wow. Yeah, just heavy, so definitely working it. Filling it up with nectar. Good job, girls. Yeah, they always put this drone brood in the bottom. Okay, so I don't see anything else going on the rest of these frames, so I'm going to put this box away. And I haven't looked at the second box. I went through the first box when it used to be the second, but now it's on the bottom. So I'm thinking, since I'm here and I got some time, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that box number 2. It's like I said, oh, there's a hive beetle right there. Just squished his ass. Hive beetle. Right. I think that's a mistake I made when I first started here. I just put on many boxes I wanted on top without thinking about it, and I didn't have enough bees to guard all that real estate. So you had a box up top with not a lot of bees, and the hive beetles just had plenty of safe space there to do what they wanted to do. Okay, oh, busted up some pollen too. Oh, lots of honey. Get out of there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of brood. Got squished. They always make those burr combs. I see a huge frames of honey. I'm also looking at something that kind of looks like queen cells. So that's not good. Maybe I take this frame out if I can. Straighten this mess out. See, they like to put those sideways. Get out of there. Sideways comb in there. A lot of honey in here too. Good looking brood. Well, there's everything in there. Let's see the queen. Okay, so a lot of capped brood, some honey, capped honey, some pollen in there. Really good looking. So we'll put that back. Okay, they're not queen caps or that looks like a queen cell right there. So maybe they were planning on swarming. Some queen cups. I ordered a new queen, so I really don't want these guys to swarm. Should be getting my new queen in 2 weeks. Drone cells. A lot of drone cells. There's a drone. Oops. Drone cells down there. I really shouldn't mess with them anymore, but curiosity get the better of me. Alright, everything looks good. A lot more honey on the ends. So wouldn't feel bad about taking a full super here. There's just so much honey in here. And the upper box is looking good too. Well, the upper box is now the bottom box. I already looked at that one before I swapped them. And everything looks happy in there. This sticking out part rubbing against the brood. So I saw one hive beetle and killed it. So everything looking good. Super back up. And super is I guess besides the bottom board, is a good place for hive beetles to hang out. So hive beetle trap, put the oil in it. Hive beetles climb in these little holes to try to find refuge, and they get stuck in the oil and die. The problem with these is sometimes they stick to the top board. You pull this top board up, and now you got rancid oil spilling all inside your hive. So you have to be careful with that. Drop some oil. Boy, get out of there, bee. You don't want none of that. That's for the hive beetles. Okay, that looks good. Alright, perfect. I've also been shown before on that before you take these hive beetle traps out, you kind of smush it down because sometimes they'll get underneath the trap in the frame. Ah, it's that wiggly thing. Caterpillars all over this time of year. Okay. Alright, so put them to bed, that's it.